Well, that's a bummer. So hello again and welcome to another live stream with me, Christian Rauchenwald. I'm actually 3 minutes late because I forgot to press the go live button. Yeah, that one's on me. So as you might know, today we're going to talk about a bandwidth sharing app called HoneyGain. And yeah, if you have no clue what HoneyGain is or how it works, then this stream is basically for you. Or if you're already using HoneyGain and you have a couple questions about it, then this stream is also for you. Now, since I had to basically refresh the page and go live, I'm just going to make sure that the chat is working. So I'm just going to write something real quick. And it's showing here, and is it also showing? So like change the size here real quick. So I can see it here, and I can also see it here. So yeah, chat is working, perfect. So yeah, talking about HoneyGain. So HoneyGain, as mentioned, is one of many bandwidth sharing apps. And I love HoneyGain personally and similar apps because they offer you truly passive income. They don't make you rich, so no matter which country you're in and so on, they will not make you wealthy. But depending on your location mostly, and if and how many services you're running. So if you're just running HoneyGain or other bandwidth sharing services at the same time, how many hours per day you're running them and so on, you actually can earn a decent amount of extra money. So according to HoneyGain's own statistics, the average user earns anywhere from like $110 to $140 per year. And while again, that will not make you rich, but an extra $100 per year in your pocket for literally doing nothing is kind of nice to have. Yeah, you can then obviously use it to, I don't know, like buy crypto or buy some new game or DVD or whatever, or invest it in some other way to make more out of your earnings. Yeah, all that you need for HoneyGain is, first of all, patience, because as said, depending on where you are, the average earns between $110, $140 per year. But that also means that for some people, it might only be $20 per year, but it's still another $20 that you wouldn't have without running the app. So it really requires patience. And yeah, like not getting frustrated if after a week or so, or after 2 or after 3, you still haven't earned $10, but it's still less. Yeah. So that's one part about it. Now, how does HoneyGain work? I already covered it in one of my videos or multiple videos about bandwidth sharing apps. It basically turns your device into something like a proxy server. So it allows HoneyGain's paying clients, so they pay for using HoneyGain, to then route traffic through your device. So for example, let's say I'm a business and I'm running ads in, I don't know, Austria, Italy, Germany, and so on. And in different languages, and I want to make sure that my ads are actually displayed properly, so that my Italian ad in Italy shows up when somebody in Italy actually on his phone, for example, searches for my company name. Yeah, and obviously I could pay for a VPN or something in Italy, but VPN IP addresses are basically like well known by search engines and so on, so you don't get the same results. Whereas with HoneyGain, I can basically say, okay, I want to use a mobile phone in Italy and open Google.com to search for my company name and basically see if my search result is displayed properly. Yeah. And yeah, because it goes through your personal mobile phone, it also uses the IP address that your personal mobile phone has assigned. And therefore, Google doesn't even have the suspicion that this might be some, I don't know, that there might be some VPN or something. So I would get an authentic search result. Yeah. And that's just one of the many use cases. Obviously, taking that straight away, theoretically, services like HoneyGain could also be used for other things, like for bot attacks or, denial of service attacks and so on. And there it comes down to the service itself. Like in this case, it gets down to HoneyGain itself to properly vet their user base. And HoneyGain is, like, as far as I know, at least the one bandwidth sharing app that's the longest on the market and has the best track record. In fact, if you do some research, you might find, if at all, you might find one post on Reddit about a user claiming that his IP got blacklisted after using HoneyGain or so. But that conversation for somebody, if you're tech savvy and you understand how the internet works and so on, and how whole IP addresses and all that stuff works, then reading through that post and the comments and the claims that user makes it actually clear that it's just some, I don't know, probably competitor or so posting, because it's like, the whole statement is more or less garbage. But other than that, like, you will find more people that are posting happily about the payouts they receive and then you will find people, like that. Actually, honestly, when I did my research, I literally found only that one post on Reddit that claimed that their IP address got blacklisted, and that was garbage. Anyway, so there's actually even if we go to screen sharing here, so there's actually even a section for that for business use cases. Now I'll just have to find it. Referral contest. Let's go back. We find it here. One important thing, if you use the link that's in the pinned message to sign up for HoneyGain, then you obviously, or you will get a $5 sign up bonus. So that makes it easier. Hi, Aaron, great to have you here. Just 1 second. Passive income, learn more. Where were the use cases? Your location, number of IP addresses, blah, blah, blah. Help businesses. Learn more. Let's check where that was hiding. So ready to earn sweet money. Hi, Pixie, HoneyGain. That would be also a nice fitting name, actually. So what is the internet used for? So blah, blah, blah. And you basically see the example. So for example, ad verification, app testing. So to see how from different locations, like for example, I'm working on a new platform for our software business, and there actually certain content is different depending on, sorry for that. Sorry. Thank you, sweetie. So depending on which country you're from, certain texts might be different, because for example, if you're in Europe, you might already be familiar with all those cookie notices that you get on every damn page, but outside of Europe, that's actually not a requirement, or depending on where you are, actually it varies. And so, so using a service like HoneyGain is actually great to test things like that. Price comparison, if we think about like checking if a product or maybe an airplane ticket, or I don't know, like regular products, if the price, if you look at it from Germany, is the same as if you look at it from Turkey, which is, for example, interesting. Netflix used to be one of those cases where if you signed up from Turkey and used then a Turkish address, didn't have to be your address, and you could still use your German credit card, for example, you could actually get it back then 80% cheaper or so per month. Aaron says US is getting all the cookie messages. I think there's still a difference. So in California, there is the cookie. I mean, it's off topic, but in California, there it's more or less required, and I guess many will just then show the same message all around the country just to be safe. But in Europe, it's really annoying because you also have these customization options and whatnot. So like it's more annoying for the business, and it actually doesn't really protect anybody from anything, to be honest, because the only thing that it might prevent is that the Facebook pixel that I have on our page sets a cookie to recognize you when you come again. But in the end, it's just a huge pain in the ass in developing platforms, or keeping your platform conform with the law. But anyway, so in terms of use cases, so how your devices are used with HoneyGain, those are some of them. And additionally, there is so-called content delivery. Content delivery, you have to imagine, like, works in a way. Let's say, for example, this HoneyGain logo here. Now that's a graphic, and it's stored on one server. So when I look at the page, and maybe the server is in the US, because most of the content or most of the users that view the HoneyGain website are in the US, for example, then that image has to be sent from the US to me, and that takes relatively long. Obviously, it still goes fast, but it takes relatively long. Now, a content delivery network and content delivery would be if that image is stored in the US, but there's also a server in, I don't know, Frankfurt, Germany, for example, that has a copy of that image. And there is a server in Australia and one in Asia and so on. And when I view the HoneyGain website, the main content in quotes is delivered. So the text content and the structure of the page is delivered by the server in the US. But since it's text and not images, it actually doesn't take up much space and goes very fast. But the images, and also like certain JavaScript files and other files would be loaded from whichever server is closest to me. So would in this case then just be loaded from the server in Germany, saving bandwidth, so they're and speeding up the loading times of the website. And although the content delivery feature is separate in HoneyGain, it's not available in every country yet, and you basically have to join a queue. And it doesn't work, for example, if you're running HoneyGain on your Raspberry Pi or on Linux, but basically only works if you run it on Windows. But it offers you an additional earning. and where we also have that on this page. If we scroll down, I think there it was not. And we go back, and where for the regular HoneyGain functions, so serving as a proxy server, you basically get paid based on data transfer volume. Yeah, the content delivery function that we see here is based on hours. Yeah, so theoretically, if content delivery would be enabled 24 hours per day for you, and you would on top of that share 2 GB of traffic, then yeah, you obviously, or you would get around $13 per month. Yeah. Now it's hard. I had HoneyGain running on a Windows computer in Germany 24/7 with a high-speed connection, and even in that case, I sometimes got content delivery, but never 24 hours straight. So I would say like a reasonable assumption, if you're in a country that supports content delivery, would be more in the 2 hours per day range. You might then have times where it's longer and so on, but that would be my assumption. Or you might be in a country with no content delivery whatsoever. You see, it makes a $1 per month difference. And now it doesn't make a difference anymore because I cannot enable it again. Yeah. So I'm going to refresh the page. So switch this to roughly 2 hours. And yeah, in terms of data traffic, it varies hugely. Yeah. So, yeah, so it really varies hugely. I'm going to answer the questions in a second as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna share my dashboard. Don't get shocked. Like, I mean, yeah, like my earnings, they're a little bit different than others, but if we look into statistics, you basically can see that for me, for example, now that used to be a Windows computer running, but it's now actually since like 2 weeks or so, or 10 days or so, it's basically my Helium network hotspot that also can run HoneyGain thanks to Cortex Flexi mining. And you can see that like for the last 30 days, I shared 8 GB of data. So, and that would be here in Germany. Yeah. So if we select 8 GB here, and in this case, no content delivery anymore. So it would be $24 per month. Yeah. Although it would recommend 4 devices to reach that. Yeah. Now I'm not sure if that checks out, to be honest. I think that calculation here is a little bit skewed in their favor, because if we, not the statistics, but if we check the transaction history, we can see that my gathering alone per day is actually 48.81 credits. And now I actually need to use my calculator. Yeah, so 20,000 credits is $20. So 1,000 credit is $1. So basically that's like 5 cents per day. So it's like, yeah, I don't know why. Are they here considering that they are actually using 4 devices and 4 times 8 GB? Or is that, it's daily traffic. I'm an idiot, so my mistake. Yeah, if it were daily 8 GB, it would obviously be something different. Yeah, so I cannot even select as little as I'm sharing. So since we see that I'm sharing 8 GB per month here, and the lowest here is 2 GB per day, which would be 60 GB. So you can see that here with my Raspberry in Helium network hotspot, which is basically a Raspberry Pi running 24/7, it's not anywhere near close to $6 per month, but it's still 1 payout per year or so from my own gathering. Yeah, and I mean, there it I think shows everything. Yeah, so it's a little bit skewed here as well. Yeah. Now, yeah, welcome Revet Gamer. Yeah, like to answer your question, Pixie anyway already answered it. Yeah, like there is nothing stolen. I mean, if you check out the stream from the beginning, you'll see, or there I cover how HoneyGain exactly works. It's pretty much like if you were a business and you sign up for HoneyGain, so that's the point. HoneyGain actually verifies each user. You cannot just create an account and start using the devices that are hooked onto the network, but you actually have to explain to them what you need it for and blah, blah, blah. So there's some verification going on. And if you then get approved, and then you basically could say, okay, I want to see how, I don't know, Amazon looks like or Google looks like if I were right now in Italy and would open it on my phone in Italy. Yeah. Then basically you send the request and it goes through someone's mobile phone that is running HoneyGain in Italy, and the result is delivered back to you. Now, one thing to point out here is, and that screws it, yeah, not screws it, but it's like something worth noting, yeah, especially if you install HoneyGain on your phone, is that you get paid for basically the download, so for sending back the data, which however also means that it causes twice the traffic that you get paid for. Because if I were to, yeah, like download 1 GB through HoneyGain and through a device in Italy, then it means that the device in Italy has to download that gigabyte and send it to me. So it creates 2 gigabytes of traffic, but you only get paid for what I consume as the business client. So you basically, you could say either you say HoneyGain pays you half, or the way it actually is, you get paid for the traffic that gets sent to the user that uses it. Yeah. So hope that makes sense. Yeah. Now, what's special about HoneyGain is, or not special, but what's nice about HoneyGain is like 2 things. First of all, you have a so-called JumpTask mode. So regular with HoneyGain, you could get paid via PayPal, and therefore you just get US dollars, for example, to your PayPal account, and that you can then withdraw or spend with your PayPal account. Or you can enable JumpTask mode, and you get a 10% boost on your earnings, which we also can see in the transaction history. If you look here, bonus using JumpTask boost, how much I'm getting here, like on average. So, and in that case, you actually get it into your crypto wallet. So you need then a wallet on the Binance Smart Chain. So it's basically an Ethereum wallet that you set up in MetaMask, for example, and then there your credits accumulate. And the difference is, if you use HoneyGain in the regular mode, where you can use the PayPal payout, you have to reach at least $20 to make the payout. Whereas if you use it in the JumpTask mode, the earnings are here instantly. And whenever I want, I can click on withdraw. And you see there's then a small fee. That's just a regular gas fee that's normal when you have a transaction on the blockchain. And I'm just going to unlock my phone since I have MetaMask open there somewhere. And then basically I don't need it here. Yeah? So I click transfer, and then we have the pending transfer, and then those 9.18 jump. So $25 will then be in my crypto wallet once that transactions is confirmed. Yeah. And then I can basically do with that what I want. So I could obviously go to PancakeSwap, for example, and I'm gonna have to go here, PancakeSwap, could connect my wallet here. So blah, blah, blah. I understand, import. Yeah. And let's see, wallet connect. We have wallet connect here. If I can have 2 connections at the same time. Up, connect. So here, theoretically, I could say, okay, I want to swap all my jump. Actually, is there just a reverse button? What is it? Yep. So I want to swap all my jump for BNB, for example, or for BUSD. So that would be swapping for $100. And the BUSD, I could then, for example, deposit, or the BNB as well, deposit at Binance or another exchange that supports that crypto, and there then sell it for euro and withdraw it to my bank account if I wanted to. Personally, I'm just connecting Jump. I mean, I've been here and there earlier this year selling some and used it then to buy more high. Was a dumb idea because back then it was at $2 or $1.95. Now it's at $2.80. So while the whole crypto market has been basically dumping, the Jump token actually developed very well. You can also stake your Jump tokens, which is something I did here with 250 Jumps so far. So you can see that right now the APY is between 18 and 33%, depending on how much you have. Although those two will close, so then there will be that one with likely 10 or 15% APY, so yearly interest. And basically you can just stake your Jump here, which temporarily reduces the supply that's circulating and allows you to earn interest on them. So it's kind of like really, really great. Yeah. Now let's go through the check real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So $114 by referrals. Let's jump back. I'm not sure. Statistics. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, I know it's a lot, but to be fair, I mean, if you check, we have a total of officially 9,198 referrals. But the set, see, there's rewards that I can claim. I didn't even know that I have to claim them manually. Well, then let's click here and make money. Yeah. Many users are impatient. You know, they sign up for HoneyGain and they expect that they will earn $10 in a week or so, and then they just uninstall it relatively quickly again. Yeah, which is a pity because if you give it time, you definitely make money. So that was what, $1, $2, $3, $4. Nice. Yeah, and here I have to wait. So. And yeah, so if all those referrals would actually be active, then it would be a different story. Yeah. If we look here, we actually also get a feeling for that. So you can see here that one signed up on the 18th of September and is at 8.85 gigabytes out of 2 that he has to reach to unlock that bonus on my end. Yeah, that one here signed up on 10 days later, but is also on the same traffic. Yeah, and here it's also 18th of September, but 600 megabytes less and so on. So you can see it depends a lot on your location, how long you have the device running, how much you actually can get in terms of traffic, and with that, how much you actually can earn. But it's also one of the most important points here. So, and that would be, wonder if the referral bonus also is paid in Jump. Go back here, up. We still have to confirm it again, or up. $4 here. Yeah, so it's also paid in Jump. Nice here. And the referral thing is the nice thing about it, because like there are people that, when I joined HoneyGain and I saw somebody that was like proudly saying that he earns $50 per month or so, and I was asking why, and he said like he had like 15 phones or whatever. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm exaggerating. He said that he has multiple phones, and so like going through the effort to have extra phones and extra data plans and so on, just to make more money from HoneyGain. And then I found the referral program, and it obviously makes the most sense. So the best thing, in my opinion, that you can do is use HoneyGain yourself. Doesn't matter if it takes whatever, like 3 months to reach your payout, or 9 months, or maybe even a year. And once you have your first payout, make sure to take screenshots of your dashboard. Make sure to take screenshots of if you use PayPal for the payout, for the payout confirmation and so on. And then just share the shit out of that on your social media. Yeah, tell your friends about it. Like, hey, if you sign up here, you can, first of all, if you use my link, you get $5 sign up bonus. Second of all you have to do is keep the app running, and then your friend earns $100 per year, or $100 to $150 per year. Again, that's on average. If you both are in a crappy location, well, then it's less for both of you. If you're in a great location, it's more for both of you. And you get 10% of what he earns, which means if you invite 10 friends, it's the same thing as if you would run your device 24/7. Yeah. So, and that's why it makes such a huge difference. You see that we have like, that's basically $2.40 in gathering with our own device, but $114 just from the referrals. Yeah, which sadly most are not active anymore, but you can see the difference here. So even if I shut down my own device, although I have to share something at least every 6 months, otherwise the referral rewards also kind of like, I'm not sure if I will keep getting them. Before JumpTask mode, they would have expired. But yeah, so definitely, in my opinion, worth using, and also looking into other bandwidth sharing apps, because you can run all of them parallel. You know, they are not doing the same. So like they have a different user base, which means that if you run HoneyGain and some of the others that, I don't know, like IP Royal, or it's now called Pawns app, then basically you can make even more. Yes, in each of the apps, it will take you a couple weeks, or worst case, a couple months to, or maybe worst case, actually more than a year if an app has a smaller user base and less demand for your country. But you will have regular payouts then. And if you have, once you have the payouts, all of them have a referral program. So with all of them, you can then go around and tell your friends, post it on social media, and get people to sign up. And you're not really doing something or selling something. You're literally showing them a way how they can make some extra money, and you just get a small commission for doing that on top. So it's definitely worth doing it. Yeah. Okay. Threshold on the website, we had that. Blah blah blah. Let's switch the scene for a second. So here we go. JumpTask mode since it came out. The boost used to be 50%, and I also like was very, very happy. I'm not sure if I can go back far enough. If I go back to February or so, I'm gonna check real quick. There's also somewhere it shows in the statistics. 1 second. Ah yeah, so like that actually blah blah blah. So switching scene again. So in the bottom on the statistics, it shows the best day, and you can see for me that was January 29th, where I made $7.29 in 1 day. And that's actually January, you can see. So it's like $175 just from HoneyGain. And you can see that's where they made some change. Maybe that's why they introduced the JumpTask bonus or so. I'm not sure anymore. And after that, there was some drop in between, and then it was more. There are always some months where it's a little less and so on. So like during the year, like summer season, vacation season, and so on, it gets a little less. But it's definitely, it's pretty much passive income. So personally, to be honest, would I run it on my phone? There it depends on if you still make it through the day with your battery. Obviously, if you're the whole day running around, and then HoneyGain might use up your battery. I mean, it's an app, it runs, so it uses battery. And if you are, however, like, I don't know, in between at an office where you can plug in your phone or so, then I would probably, definitely run it on my phone as well. However, if you have a different device, so like, for example, a Raspberry Pi or a Helium hotspot that supports flexi mining, or an old computer that's anyway running 24/7, so it doesn't make sense to run a computer 24/7 just to run HoneyGain because of the electricity cost. But if you have a device that anyway runs 24/7, that runs on Windows, Mac, Linux, or something like that, then I would definitely have HoneyGain running. It's extra money that, I mean, in my case, you see that right now it would be, or you saw that it would be $2.50 this month from our gathering. So it would be in a year around $30, but it's $30 that we get for doing nothing. Yeah. So, and on top of that, even before you reach the first payout, but easier once you have the first payout and have proof, you can then promote it easier to your friends and family. And if they earn $2.50 per month, which again is not a fortune, well, you get another 25 cents on top per month yourself. And it just sums up. It's really, that's the magic behind it. Like when we started, we also had, in quotes, barely any earnings with HoneyGain, but it was still reasonably enough to keep it running. And then obviously referrals are the key, like in so many other things, if you really want to make more money. HoneyGain shared earlier this year, like their biggest payout this year or last year or so. And there are actually users that make way more than I do simply by having way more referrals. And that's pretty much the way to go. Like it's for you a way to make money, and then just put a little effort into it and get some referrals, or put regular, consistent effort into it, figure out where you can promote it, how you can best promote it, and just focus on growing your HoneyGain referral base. Plus, on top of that, focus on then looking into other bandwidth sharing apps, checking them out, and then deciding if you want to use them and promote them as well. And like if you give it, I don't know, like, I mean, we started promoting HoneyGain more than a year ago. I think it's almost 2 now. And like, so if you give it 2 years and you put some effort into it, you can build a passive income stream that brings you $100, $200, $300, $400 per month. I think for us, I don't know the exact number, but I think all the bandwidth sharing apps for us right now are around $600, $700 in monthly income for doing nothing. And that's by showing other people how to make money without them having to pay anything. They just have to install an app, let it run, and wait until they reach the payout. And as a thank you, we basically get money on top. So it's really great. Now, it's been 10%. They reduced it. So the JumpTask bonus. So if you get paid in crypto, PayPal takes a ton of fee. That's true. But I also, if you have nothing to do with crypto, you also have to consider that depending on where you are, you might have to get or to file your taxes on crypto and so on. So then if you really don't want to deal with crypto at all, although then you probably don't end up watching my videos, then suffering through the 3-4% PayPal fee is probably better than just for a $20 or $30 payout to suffer through the accounting for crypto. May put it on a newer phone. Does it have to be foreground? On iOS, it has to be in the foreground. On Android, it can run in the background. So on iOS, it's sadly not as well usable unless you have it as said, like your phone maybe on your desk plugged in and you can run the app in the foreground. But on Android, it can run in the background. So that's perfectly fine. So hi, Akashi, great to have you here. No problem. Obviously, the buffering is a problem on your end. So it's kind of like no need to apologize because you're suffering. I'm not. And but I hope your connection is better now and that it works. Let's not talk about HoneyGain. I'm still super salty about that project. Then let's talk about HoneyGain. Also, one more thing, if users new, it's better to do a normal mode till you get $20. Yes, okay, The $5 bonus that you get when you sign up with the link that's in the pinned message, for example, then keep it on the normal mode until you reach the $20 minimum payout, and then after that consider switching to the JumpTask mode for the 10% bonus if you want or not. And something else I wanted to say that I thought about it and I just forgot it again. JumpTask, $20. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, might switch big to her. Blah blah blah. Yeah, definitely. If you still have $6 there, especially since now it's only at $10 difference, so you're missing $14. With JumpTask mode, you would get $1.10 in bonus, but if you use HoneyGain mode, you actually unlock the $6. So it's definitely a profitable decision to switch back to JumpTask mode in this case. Yeah, and yeah, as far as devices go, I mean, we have a separate Android phone also that's for some Android apps and so, but there, for example, there's no point. So like a few things that we forgot to cover. There is an IP limit, device limit per IP, which means, for example, if you and your girlfriend and I don't know, or you, your brother, sister, and parents run HoneyGain and you're all connected to the same Wi-Fi, then only 2 devices would actually, or is it now 1? Yeah, I think they changed it again. Let's say, be safe, 1 device would actually be connected and the others would see an error that says the network overused. So there's no benefit in having multiple devices running through the same internet connection, yeah, because there's also no benefit for HoneyGain themselves because it's still the same IP address, the same internet connection. So if you're running HoneyGain on your laptop 24/7 or on your Raspberry Pi 24/7, there's no point in additionally running it on your phone unless you want to run it additionally when you're outside or not connected to your own Wi-Fi and to run it through your data plan, for example. Yeah, then it would work, but yeah, then you would have to remember to basically every time you come home, quit HoneyGain on the phone. Every time you go out, to then basically enable HoneyGain again. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the best solution is if you have a Raspberry Pi or some similar device laying around, then just run it on that, and you're good to go. You know, you don't have to worry about it. Doesn't use a lot of electricity compared to running a complete computer or a laptop 24/7 just for HoneyGain. And you can also run some of the other bandwidth sharing apps. Obviously, a Raspberry Pi is not that powerful. So if you run too many bandwidth sharing apps and services at the same time, one of them might crash here and there and so on. So, but yeah, overall, still HoneyGain, passive income, great. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, Pixie also had $12. So basically switched back from JumpTask to HoneyGain mode, made the 20 full, and then back to Jump mode. Yeah, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's insane. So I think that was in reference to our monthly revenue from that. Yeah, but that's just, that's what people underestimate. Like, I mean, I also made a mistake when I was younger. I mean, I'm still young, but when I was younger, to focus more on big amounts and right now. And but then you constantly have to hustle to get big amounts again. And then eventually I realized I rather have recurring revenue, and even if it's smaller amounts, and in a way that it piles up. So for example, even with HoneyGain, if we get 10 new users and maybe 8 of them quit because it's not enough money for them, yeah, they don't appreciate getting like $20, $30, $50, $100 per year extra, but 2 stick around, and then we get the next 10 users and 2 stick around and so on, and it just sums up. And then on top of that, like if you then also use other bandwidth sharing apps and you share those with the same audience, then it's not 10% from HoneyGain, but it's 10% from HoneyGain and 10% from Pawn's app and 10% from Earn app and so on. And then, yeah, as I said, it just sums up, and you get like a decent payout every month, and that you can then either in crypto or PayPal and so on, depending on which service and which payout methods they have. But it's definitely worth it. And I also think it's something that anyone can do, because yeah, like it's not like, I don't know, like if you were to join a multi-level marketing company and I have to convince you that you have to spend money and buy my product, and you have to buy the starter package for my multi-level marketing company so you can also run your own business. No, it's literally, hey dude, look here, I got $20 just for running that app, literally on my PayPal, or I got it in crypto or whatever, and you can get 2, and if you use my link, you get a $5 bonus. So they also have an incentive to use your link, and they make money. You just have to make sure they have the right expectations, so that it's like, hey, it will not make you rich in a week. It will take time. And even if it earns you not that much, still, like it doesn't do any harm. You don't have to do anything. Just keep the app running. Check once per month if you already reached the payout threshold. And whenever you reach it, just pay out and enjoy the money, either invest it or spend it, whatever, but you got money just for running an app, yeah? So it's kind of like one of the easiest things to promote, and there's still so many people that are not running those apps. So it's then just about like either finding the right online communities, maybe, like it depends on how much effort you want to put into it. It doesn't always have to be a YouTube channel or something. Could be leaving comments in blog posts about passive income. Yeah, could be writing your own blog post on a platform like medium.com or so. Could be creating your own Facebook group about passive income, and then just, like slowly inviting people to join there, or in comment sections promoting that Facebook group, and then in that Facebook group sharing your earnings, and also like, hey, you can do that too, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So like whenever I have the choice, like between one-time commissions or recurring commissions, I always pick recurring commissions, because while short term it gives less money, long term it just means more passive income. More cash flow means less work needed to pay your bills. Yeah. And yeah, but to be fair, at this point we actually make more from the bandwidth sharing apps than we got what we got last month from YouTube. Yeah. And that just again proves that it made sense to focus on promoting them. Yeah. There's obviously more to it if you wanna, like, when you wanna really step up the so-called affiliate marketing game. So that's pretty much what it is. You promote other people to a service, and in this case, you don't get commission for bringing them, but when they use the service, in this case, they also earn and you earn on top. So yeah, if you want to step up that game, there are a few more things to consider than in the long run. But just to get started, literally the best thing, like payout proof and your referral link, and there you go. Yeah. Ideally your own payout proof, so that you can really show them, hey, that's my PayPal account. And if that's not, or my crypto wallet, yeah. And if that's not the case, well, then you can also just, I don't know, take my payout proof video. Obviously don't re-upload it anywhere, but basically, yeah, you do the first work, you send a message to somebody and tell them, hey, this is HoneyGain. Basically you can get passive income, and they definitely pay. Here's payout proof, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, please be so kind. If you sign up with my link, you get a $5 bonus, would be the right thing to do, since I told you about it. And there will always be some people that will not sign up with your link anyway, no matter what you do. They might even look for the link of somebody else because they just don't want you to get some benefit. Yeah. But there are also enough people, if you point it out to them, hey, if I'm the one that told you first about the project, please use my link, then we'll use it. Yeah. And as said, as long as you give them the wrong not the wrong expectations, but you make sure that they understand that depending on their country, it might also be that in a year they only earn $20, or in 1.5 years. Yeah. Yeah, like it will be fine. The one thing I like about HoneyGain specifically is also, on one hand, you have the people that install it and then they check and they're unhappy with their earnings and they uninstall it. But I'm also sure that there are people that install it, forget about the app, and still have it running, so that basically just keep accumulating and maybe never withdraw because they completely forget that they have a balance there and that they installed the app. But still you get your 10% anyway. So even if they forgot about it, and if they forgot about it and later remember, they can still withdraw it. So no harm, no foul. Yeah. Irina shared the link, I think, to the affiliate bootcamp, which is, I'm going to check. Yeah, it's affiliate bootcamp. I'm actually going to share it, show it real quick, and that's going to be the finishing line for today. So that's about ClickFunnels. It's very specific, the topic of the bootcamp in quotes, but it's about like how their top affiliates would basically, if they would have to start from zero without any investment, make it from zero to making affiliate marketing their full-time income in 100 days. Yeah. Now there is, when you click on that magic button, they ask you for an email address, and I recommend you enter a valid email address, simply because the emails that Russell Brunson sends, they teach a lot about affiliate marketing. Yeah. But I'm just going to add a random one right now. So, and when you opt in here, you get to their so-called One Funnel Away challenge page. It's a little bit confusing, and it actually right now redirected me. Okay, so why did it redirect me? So they may be launching it new. Yeah, sweetie, looks like they're, yeah, like ClickFunnels is like our software business is an add-on for their software. And okay, looks like they are relaunching the whole thing. So right now you're unlucky, so you cannot join here. But the point is, if you briefly, so like initially the first couple of seconds, you see the videos on top, and those are actually free trainings from their top affiliates where they share their strategies. And a lot of the things that we do are actually based on what they teach. So it's how our journey started. Like in 2019, when we started over again from, in quotes, zero. So when I left e-commerce consulting behind, we started out with like, we found ClickFunnels and then learned about like funnels and more about online marketing than I knew before. And then we started with affiliate marketing. At the same time, I also started the YouTube channel, but back then it wasn't about crypto or stuff like that. It was also about digital marketing. And then we built our own software business, which is an add-on. No, we are not partners, but we are literally affiliates of them. So yeah. And Irina says, like, if you enter your email address, you should still get the link with the daily videos. It's worth a try, to be honest, because the videos are really great. I mean, the ClickFunnels top affiliate is a guy that makes more than $1 million per year just from ClickFunnels affiliate program, not including other affiliate programs. So it's really a genius affiliate marketer. And yeah, they share different strategies how you can build a successful affiliate marketing business. Yeah. Well, it's not an app. It's like, so the affiliate bootcamp is, or you mean the HoneyGain and stuff like that apps are saturated. I don't think they're saturated. Like, I don't know, like I can tell you that from our acquaintance here in Bavaria, not a single one is running HoneyGain or a similar app like that. Yeah. And, yeah, if we wouldn't have an easier way to promote things via YouTube and email and other things, then I would talk to them. But for us, it's easier, you know, like, because if you tell your friends about an app and they're not familiar with crypto, other stuff, how do I install it? How do I set up my wallet? How do I convert this? And I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. So, but yeah, like, which platform shared it? I think IP Royal shared that they have 1.9 million users or so. So that's nothing. I mean, Germany has 18 million people living here. US has 300 million people living there. Yeah. So it's all about building an audience, to be honest. I mean, that's also one thing that's taught in different ways in the affiliate bootcamp videos. Yeah. In our case, I mean, not sure if we actually will have the link. Let's see if I can click on it. Yeah. So to show you, for example, like that's stepping up your game. So step one would be, and cookie pop-ups. Yeah. Step one would be that you just tell your friends, I need to switch the scene again. Sorry. That you just tell your friends, hey, here's my link, sign up, and or post your link in some way in a group or in a comment on a blog. Step two is that you actually build a page like this to, when people click on the link, they go here, you ask them for their name, email, and then they can click here and basically opt into your newsletter, or click here because they don't want to give you your email. And then from there, you either, in this case, you have a second page, yeah, or you just send them from there to the sign up to the referral link. Yeah. But if you do it like this, and that's something we also didn't do initially, and which literally cost us a ton of money, or we lost it or missed out on a ton of money, because this way, now we have an email list with most people that sign up for HoneyGain and are using it, which means we can send them an email to remind them to not expect to be, I don't know, getting payouts every week, yeah, but that it takes time. But additionally, they watch the video about HoneyGain, they click on HoneyGain, but we can now send them emails about IP Royal, about EarnApp and so on, and get them to sign up there as well, yeah. So that's obviously additional effort. That page is, by the way, built with ClickFunnels. So, and it's like a page editor that's like starting at $97 per month. And yeah, and on top of that, we have, we right now pay around $300 per month for our email software or solution or platform or whatever, so that we're able to automate all the email sequences and send out updates and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's pretty much how it's done, you know, like if you want to do it right, you build an audience. You don't do something in a way that you constantly have to find new users, which means you focus on finding affiliate programs and stuff that has recurring commission. And then even if it has recurring commission, at some point you ideally build so-called bridge pages. So from wherever you post your link to the actual referral page. You have your own page in between to capture some contact information from the user, so that you can follow up with them. You can, let's say, for example, if it were Pi Network, and people give us their name and their email, and then we can send them, hey, don't forget to, I don't know, you have 14 days to make sure that your name matches your ID. And then don't forget to complete the migration checklist and stuff like that, Or if it were high dollar, then it would be, because you only get the referral rewards if your referral also completes KYZ. So the first email would be, congratulations on signing up. So positive affirmation of their decision to join. And the second email would be, don't forget completing KYZ. So like, that would be stepping up the game. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. So we're getting more into affiliate marketing. And anyway, I'm also in overtime again. But long story short, HoneyGain and other bandwidth sharing apps, in my opinion, a no-brainer to run on your device, even if with some of them you might only get a payout once a year, or maybe even only every, 18 months or so. You really have to try. In my opinion, you should keep the apps running for at least like 1, 2, 3 months or so before you judge and try to estimate how much you could earn. Earnings vary a lot, so like even because they are relying on customers that need the service, which means in 1 month you can earn more and in another month it's less. So in my opinion, it's really worth it to just, if you have a device where you can let it run and enjoy every payout that you get. And either already before you get payouts or once you get your first payout, start to promote it to your friends and family and in like social media where it makes sense. Don't just spam your referral link, but these people, like I made some money just by running an app. If you're curious, ask me how, or send me a direct message or whatever. And then, like just have them sign up, tell them they get the $5 bonus, and make sure they have the right social media. Linktree, to be fair, it's a cheap solution, and the problem still is you don't collect anything. And in my personal opinion, it's also problematic, if you have Linktree and you have then 15 bandwidth sharing app links or so, then people might get overwhelmed with the, okay, create an account here, create an account there, and so on. And so like, it's in my experience, or in my opinion, it works a little bit better if you do it step by step, if you like. But again, that requires more effort to actually, have a way to connect or to collect the contact information. So like to give them one app, then spend 1 or 2 days in terms of automated emails or messages, could also be a Telegram chatbot or something, to educate them a little bit about that one app and get the expectations right. And then tell them, by the way, you can earn even more by running similar apps. The first one that I would recommend would be this one, And congrats. I mean, it's great that you get results. But it's like similar to, like if we have a YouTube video about something and somebody then clicks on our link and goes directly to HoneyGain, but for some reason doesn't sign up, maybe they get interrupted or so, then chances that they again watch our video and again click on our link are very small, However, that's why if you already do something, then start looking, especially once you start making some money, start looking into some way how you can collect data and follow up with people. Because in my experience, the best thing really is you collect the name and email or whatever, WhatsApp, whatever it is. And then once you have that, the first email or message you send them is basically, congratulations, Pixie, for signing up. Now you're also earning passively. And don't forget, like on average, users earn this and that. PS, by the way, whatever. If you didn't manage to finish the sign up today because something came up, don't worry, you can just click here again. So in the first email, it's like congratulating to doing what they did, so they feel good about it again. And in a small buy note, if you didn't finish the sign up, here's the link again, click there, And it really has a positive effect on the sign up rate, or on the how many users are then actually active, because they might sign up, but they don't download the app because they're not on the right device and so on, But like you say, success rate right now is low, but I wouldn't say it's low. With 100 views, 12 referrals, it's 12%, so definitely not bad, But in the end, having dedicated pages that focus on one specific thing convert better. That's true, And like Irina says, you're doing more. Most people don't promote at all. They just run the app for themselves. They don't bother to tell anyone about it and so on. and then are like wondering why others that promote it earn so much more. In the end, with 12 referrals, it's basically already the same as if you would run HoneyGain on 2 different locations on 2 devices. So with the advantage, if you run it on 2 devices, there's a chance that one of them, the device breaks, the internet is not working, and you lose 50% of your income. Yeah. Whereas with 12 referrals, well, if 2 of them have internet issues, you still have 10 referrals where you get your 10% cut. Yeah. So it's really like referral marketing is like the thing to go. It's like one way to build a business without actually having to create a product or know a product. Yeah. Yeah, I know Xbogur is a great blog spot. I already congratulated him on that. But same issue. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass here. I'm just trying to say like the next level would be, instead of one blog spot with 15 links and so on, would be dedicated pages and a way to capture name and email, plus some pre-written follow-up emails that the people get a day after the sign up, 2 days, 3 days, and so on. But you know, like both Xbogur and you both do way more than other people do. Yeah. Like, so it really comes down to that. So there's like a lot of ways how you can actively get referrals and promote it and so on. And just like we didn't collect email addresses and names like in the beginning, you have to imagine like we had, I don't know, like 36,000 people sign up for Pi Network, and only for the last couple hundred or so we started to have a page that collects the email. And imagine if when there's a new project that's legit or looks promising, having those 36,000 emails potentially and being able to send out, hey, there's a new project that's better than that one, or that's very promising, click here, or watch my new video about it, like what an effect that can have. So it's a start to just forward people to the destination, but the next step along the way. So when you make, for example, if you reach the point where you make like, I don't know, $50 per month from your bandwidth sharing apps and your affiliate marketing efforts, then look for some way for a page editor that maybe costs $20 per month and a cheap email autoresponder, it's called, that works with it, to step up your game. Yeah. And eventually, if you do that consistently, so consistently put some effort into getting traffic onto your, in this case, Linktree page, but then in the future on those so-called bridge pages, then your income from that, referral marketing will just grow. Yeah. And Irina mentions that the affiliate bootcamp is for beginners. Yeah, that definitely. Yeah. So Aaron, depends on how in depth you all want to get onto the specific stream, but is there a bootcamp or something? Yeah. It's literally the affiliate bootcamp. So where you can opt in with the email. Hopefully you get the video links still in the email sequence. But that's literally for beginners. So they really share, okay, if I would have to start from zero, without money, without context, without anything, that's how I would make a full-time income out of affiliate marketing. Yeah. And for them, it's a full-time income. The point is, we, for example, when we started promoting ClickFunnels, we maybe made, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe best case $5,000 during the first year in 2019. I would have to look it up. Yeah. Now, 2 years later, or actually 3 years later now, we are at the point where we on average make $1,800 from ClickFunnels passively, because they're also, when people sign up for the software ClickFunnels and pay for the product, so not for the bootcamp course, but for the actual software that's used to create the pages, they pay for the software and we get 40% monthly commissions, and that also sums up over time. Yeah. And that's why the affiliate bootcamp is talking about making a full-time income, because when you get like the bigger plan at ClickFunnels is $300 per month, so it's $120 commission. So if you get 10 people that have that ClickFunnels plan with your affiliate link, you're basically already looking at $1,200 per month. Yeah. So it's, in quotes, easier. Yeah. Blah, blah. Every time you talk, it feels like you have such a broad knowledge about almost everything. Thanks for the tips, Christian. Thanks for getting me into all this passive income stuff. Yeah, to be fair, at some points I'm wondering if I'm just an arrogant dick or if I just know really that much. I'm not, how to say that? I'm not perfect in those areas, but yeah, Pixie is also in the Discord. Yeah. And so I'm not perfect in those areas, but because I learned developing when I was young and I enjoyed e-commerce and everything that has to do with finance and so on, it's just I enjoy learning and reading about those things. And there are a lot of things that like I might share that even we are not doing right now, or like not integrating right now. But yeah, so it's in the end, I'm interested in those things. I'm interested in it's not that I'm, for example, I mean, the stream is completely off topic by now, I got it, yeah. But it's not that I'm as much interested in how HoneyGain works or what they do. What I'm interested in is passive income. What I'm interested in is finance, trading, and so on. And to simply ways how I can make sure that I do not have to work when I'm 50, 60, yeah, even 40. So how can I build enough passive income that not that I don't have, or that not that I'm not working at all anymore, but that I decide how many hours I work. Yeah, that I can decide today I don't want to, or the whole week I don't want to, and I still earn enough money to pay all the bills. And that's why, yeah, like I'm looking into things that help us build up recurring revenue, while still promoting things that are valuable to the people that then sign up for, yeah. And yeah, like why I started to appreciate like small recurring revenue more than getting one-time commissions. Yeah, there are other programs as well. Like there are like, if you want to make money with affiliate marketing, but it really depends if you know, like moral standards and so on. But for example, where you get huge commissions if you promote exchanges, they usually, if you sign up as an affiliate and you have an audience, they usually pay partially insane commissions. Yeah. But there it then depends on if the platform that you promote is actually worth it or not. Yeah. Personally, I'm like constantly declining, like, I don't know, at least every second week a request from some crypto exchange to make a video about them and whatnot. Yeah. Simply because, like, for me, I draw the line at I only promote what I would use myself or what I'm actually using myself. So if I'm not going to use some shady crypto exchange, then I'm also not going to make a video about it, even if they pay me for the video. Because it would be giving away my name just to make a quick buck by sending people to something that I actually wouldn't use myself anyway. Yeah. But yeah, I guess we ended here. So yeah, I mean, yeah, anyway, both also in Discord, you can also always in our whatever random channel, other channel or so, if you have like questions about affiliate marketing or so in general, you can also share them there. We can discuss that there as well. I mean, that's what random stands for, I guess. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Aaron, yeah, like, I mean, we're not there yet. I mean, so we already have some passive income streams, but our, like, if you consider we have right now 3 legal entities in 3 different countries for several reasons, and our total monthly expenses are around $6,800 per month. So while we already make a decent amount passively, we're not at the point where we could just lean back right now. Yeah, but we're getting there. It's like, yeah. And even just the fact having some passive income just already makes life easier. So, and yeah. Anyway, gonna end it here today. So thank you all for tuning in, and see you next time. On Thursday, I have my gaming stream, so we're gonna continue Batman. And next Tuesday, there's gonna be another Let's Talk About how to vote on the topic. Is gonna be shared in the community section of the channel. Yeah, I'm losing my voice, and so we're really gonna press the stop button. So now I wonder if I press the stop button. Okay, let's press it here. Bye-bye.